Well, hello there. Oh, good. I was talking to myself for a little bit because I have to click a little start live button up on the corner after I got the other streaming pieces, so whoops. Can't tell it's the first time I've ever gone and done a live stream, right? Slight echo. Oh, I think there we go. Does that take care of the echo? Uh, well, thanks, Ian. Glad to have you here. And to everybody else, we've got what 20 people in here. It looks like right now. I gotta say, I had no idea how many people would actually show up, so I'm only too happy to see that there's actually a whole ton of you actually here. Let's see. Ben asked if I'm going to stream the episode. I'm not actually going to be playing the episode audio and video just because that would possibly get the stream taken down or other issues there, copyright and all that. But I'll have a time index up here above me, so that'll show what time during the episode I'm at any point, so you can watch along with me, and then you'll get to hear my comments along with it. Is this on a delay? I don't think it's on a delay. Although it feels like it's on a delay a little. Okay. And thanks for all the compliments on the hair, too. Okay, so, let me say what I've seen or what I know about the Siege of Mandalore. I know very little. Uh, I know it is the Siege of Mandalore, and I do know that Ahsoka and Maul have a fight in there. I remember going ahead and hearing that exists, and I think it goes through Order 66. But that's pretty much the extent of my knowledge of anything about this arc and what's about to come up. Oh, sorry. So I saw your test right there. I think I was a little after you wrote it. So, yeah, visually I'm seeing maybe a delay over here as I look at it over through YouTube's side. I'm not sure what would be causing the delay here, though. Because as I said, YouTube's not showing any delay because there's an option to put an added delay, and I did not put anyone on there. So, about a 45-second delay. Interesting. Interesting. I think it's probably a 30-second delay. I'm guessing that's what this is right here. Maybe. Maybe? See if that changes anything at all. I'm not sure if it would change it during the middle of me doing this here. Give a, let's see. Yeah, no, I'm not sure what has caused the 30-second delay between me and seeing what you guys are commenting. Hopefully that's okay, though, because I'm not sure how to fix it. I'll try to figure it out before the next time I live stream. It's a setting somewhere. Probably in OBS is going to be my guess since I've not seen it on YouTube's side. Ooh, spoiler alert. There are characters and also it's animated. Oof. Dang, I the whole thing's spoiled. I might as well not watch it now. I mean, now that I know that. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and pull it up. So whatever form you've got to go ahead and watch it yourself. Although if it's on a 30-second, oof, how are you going to sync up with me if it's on a 30-second delay? That's going to be tricky. See, so if it's on a 30-second delay, I guess I'll just go ahead and give you a warning that I'm going to go ahead and start watching it in 30 seconds before I go ahead and start. Oh, tricky. Yeah, it's like, yeah, no, even in OBS I don't see the delay, so. True, the timer will also be a 30-second delay, so that's a good point right there. So I guess it'll just be a little bit behind, but you'll end up seeing it. So I will just, yeah, let's see. So if it's a 30-second delay, I'm just going to say that in about 30 seconds from now, I'm going to go ahead and start the episode up. And we'll start at that point in time. So let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or a little less than 1. And here we go. Try that again because I did not get that timer going at the same time. Bear with me. Sorry about all the funky technical difficulties here this first time around. Here we go. Lucasfilm Limited in the old green style right there. I actually remember seeing it that way back on old VHS.
Separatist forces have launched a major offensive. Led by the evil droid General Grievous, Republic forces are pushed to the brink. In response to this overwhelming attack, the Jedi Council has dispatched its generals, sending them far from the core worlds to bolster the beleaguered clones. On the distant planet of Yavana, we find Commander Cody of the 212th in desperate need of reinforcements.
Pick a target! see things are going splendidly on this front.
It's no good. We can't locate the tactical droid. He's staying out of sight.
Anakin, where are you?
I'm right here. What are you doing down there?
We are taking cover. Now get down.
You're not serious. There's only 1,000 droids down there, tops.
What are you up to? Where's Captain Rex?
We already finished our battle, so we decided to come help you with yours.
Right
You're
up.
overdoing it. Again.
Master, I mean no disrespect. If you want, I can hide here with you and we can let the people in the city suffer longer.
Now, Anakin, you know
Or we can do things my way and help them now.
All right. I know better than to try and stop you. What's your plan this time?
Stay here.
One target approaching. Can't hit it. Identify target. Cease fire. All batteries take aim at the Jedi. Ready, aim.
Hold your fire! Hold your fire. I have come to surrender.
Surrender? That's a relief. Notify the tactical droid?
Your forces fought valiantly, and I must admit that we are overmatched by your superior firepower. I congratulate you. I have fought many battles on many planets, always with always.
There's Ray.
How much longer are we stuck down here?
Today,
Great. I'll tell the boys. All right, man. Hang in there a little longer.
Planning on ambushing him back. Explosives.
Yes, sir.
so, it is with these thoughts in mind that I gladly surrender myself to the mercy of the Separatist forces.
Why have you ceased fire?
Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker has surrendered to us, Commander.
There he is.
It's a trap, you fools. Open fire.
Now or two.
General?
Yes, Cody. You may join the fun as well.
Yes, sir. Blast off!
Bravo, Anakin. You've done it again.
Oh, I can't take all the credit. Your state of helplessness really sold them on my surrender talk.
Always glad to help, my friend.
What do you think?
Skywalker here. What is it, Admiral?
So far,
Sir,
it's
we've received a transmission from someone using your subspace frequency. Fulcrum.
Saw Cabrera.
Perhaps the siege at Onderon has taken a turn for the worse.
No, sir. It's not Guerrera. You had best take this transmission here on the ship. Both of you.
but you can't.
All right, Admiral. What's so important you brought us all the way back here?
Oh, you can hear the episode's audio? Oh, crud. Dang. Alright, let me pause this. Okay, okay. So I'm seeing in the commentary that the episode's audio is coming through and you can't hear me because of the episode's audio. Okay. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, I see it. I have desktop audio coming through. Well, I guess you could tell where in the episode we were, even if you couldn't hear me. Ooh. Okay, so that should take out the audio from that coming through. So hopefully that will take care of those problems. Yeah, I did. I'm using my phone to be able to see the chat, so I missed that for a little bit because, yeah, trickiness of getting used to this. I don't have two different screens here to be looking at, so it's a little more messy. So I did see it in the chat, so thank you for letting me know. So as I said, we're paused at 6:31. I'll pop back in. So because of that, you probably didn't hear much of what I had to say. Before we start back up, I'll just give you, I guess, a couple of the highlights from what I saw in these first 6.5 minutes. Which, first off, just the cinematic quality of this right here is more so than I think really anything in Clone Wars has been up to this point. It feels like a movie from the start. And as an Anakin walking up right in there into the whole line of fire with all the droids in front, that was a great shot. Loved that. So, just a couple of the pieces. And I was talking about the jetpack clones. Never see enough jetpack clones. I should go back like 10 seconds. Okay. So I will go back 10 seconds here. And we will start it back up at, let's see. So we will finish right out here at, what's this spot here? How about 6 minutes even? We'll just make it that way, make it easy. So we'll drop back to 6 minutes even. See if I can get the timer to do what I want it to do. If not, we'll have to have it drop back in a little bit later, but that's okay. Okay, so now that that's all there, we're going to go ahead and jump right back in. So you need to boost the mic volume. Don't know much about computer stuff. Let's see. Because over here in OBS, the mic volume looks like it's all the way up. It's probably the computer side of the mic volume would probably do it. That's probably the answer there. If I had to make a guess on it. Just too many different spots to go ahead and mess with volumes sometimes, right? Let's see, because if I go over here, so you guys think the mic volume's a little low, I can probably increase that here. Let's see, microphone. Maybe. I'm not going to take too long on that because I don't want to delay. Yeah, I'll try to figure that out another time if there's another spot that the microphone volume can be raised, because I'm sure if it's too quiet there probably is and I'm just missing it somewhere. So we'll leave it as is for now. We'll pop back in. I'm going to start it up at 6 minutes and I'll get the timer going as soon as it'll continue back when we get to 6:31. Okay, so here, well, this is where the fun begins. So here we go. Yes, of course. Ahsoka, finally back. Not as long as you think, because he saw you just the other day. Well, sensed you anyway. And why the heck are you with Bo-Katan? I mean, I would be wondering that. As we knew where this was going, to be sure. get to have a real reunion here in a moment. That anger under the surface. Oh, I love seeing it. I hate seeing it too, but I love seeing the anger under the surface. Yes. Been waiting to see Ahsoka really come back in. We'll just kind of discount the other arc a little bit here, but this is Ahsoka coming back in. Oh, come on, we can spend a little time catching up. Dang. That's an interesting reaction on Anakin. All the troubles there. How many other cities are there on Mandalore other than Sendari? I've never really seen a good visual on that. What's one more? Once upon a time, the Jedi might have had an issue with that. Man, even look at the shadows on Obi-Wan's face in here. Ooh, using that to get to Obi-Wan. I remember somebody left a comment once that the death of Satine would play more in effect later. It would have to be in here at this point. I mean, there's no more Clone Wars left, and this would fit bringing Obi-Wan back in. I love that shrug of the shoulders right there. That's touching. It's nice. Wow. So great. And I love the face paint they put on the helmets there just to go ahead and make it look like Ahsoka's face. It's like, oh, it's so great. I can't help but feel it's all bittersweet at the same time, knowing what's coming. Sure thing, Commander. Yeah. Well, I couldn't go ahead and... I had to save the box for later right there. Grievous just attacked the capital now? Are we at episode 3 timing right now? Oh, jeez. Oh, man. The Chancellor needs to... Yeah. Oh, she's right, though. Oh, jeez. Man, we're gonna get so little time with them. Oh. I figured where we'd hit episode 3 and Order 66 would be further on in here, not... Dang. Oh, this is painful. Gotta have him back. Yes. Get those double lightsabers going again. Damn. Maybe a little better. As they're both blue now, huh? Damn it. Mm. Damn. This is well done. Just like the last time Anakin and Obi-Wan talk on good terms over in episode 3. And it just hurts right here when you see that. Dang. Almec was a good character. It was nice bringing him back in and actually getting to see more of him. Heck, he makes a good adversary here in this case. Now, how will the rest of Death Watch go? Old Death Watch. I mean, while Maul's still there, I don't know, but if Maul and Almec get defeated, will they go ahead and surrender? Switch over to Bo-Katan and her side? I don't know. I love that kind of thing, actually just seeing some of the destruction as it goes in, rather than everybody somehow makes it in there perfectly fine. And hey, more jetpacks. Jeez. Whoa. Nice. For a kind of fight that we just haven't really gotten to see before in the entire course of the show, this kind of fight up top. Go Ahsoka. Hey. Nice. The green armor there, I'm not used to that color and that shade. Not sure who it would be. Probably know him since he's part of the 501st, but not sure who that was. Oh, that's a photo shot. Nice Bo-Katan and Ahsoka side by side, bringing the rest of the clones and the Mandalorians, our good Death Watch, shall we say. Some things never change. Why do I feel that line's going to come back to haunt us later? Yeah. Oh. He's got the nice horns on the helmet right there. So this is Saxon then. The energy shield is cool right there. Yeah, that division makes sense. And this is why Ahsoka ends up facing Maul. Why I heard about her fighting. Because otherwise I didn't understand why it'd be her fighting, not say Obi-Wan and Anakin. But because of the whole division in Episode 3 is happening at this time, that makes sense now. It's going to be a heck of a battle. That's going to be Ahsoka fighting at a level we have not seen her fight yet to be able to actually take on Maul. Comet Saxon and Rook are the Mandos that saved Maul in the comic. Okay, okay. It's like I remembered Saxon's name before. Yeah, yeah. Maul might have predicted that. I don't think predicted you'd be safe necessarily. Nice. Nice hand-to-hand fight here. It's like I wouldn't have expected much of a chance for all making this. Well, never a politician like her sister. Yeah, unlike her sister, she'd probably be willing to kill you, though, too. You just know a number of these clones are probably about to die. Bunch of red shirts right here. Ooh. Wow. There's a lot of Mandalorians sitting there. Nice deflection of the missile. Yeah, as I said, there they start going down. Yeah, one by one by one. Yeah. Yeah. That was nice. Nicely done. Touching death right there. God, I love this close-up in on Ahsoka's face with the lightsabers. Well, it's too bad you don't get Kenobi. Oh, there's a... Wow, that's already been the whole episode? Wow. Okay, so that is the first episode. Man, that... Yeah, speaking of it like a movie, that didn't even feel like an end. You could have probably just kept going right on through. I wonder if they've ever done a piece where all four just cut together without end credits in there. Love the lightsaber hum just being the piece that we go to the end credits on. Promise of a good fight coming up. Okay. Whew. See if I can quickly see. Let's see. Let's see. Just taking a quick look into that delay again before we move on to the next episode, seeing if I got any kind of quick idea. Yeah, I'm not getting a quick, easy idea of what was causing all the delay here. Oh, wait. Maybe I have an idea. I think it must be the latency on the stream sitting down here, but I don't know that I can change that during the course of it because the options are grayed out. So I don't think I can actually change the delay, but I'm guessing it's probably that it's set to a normal latency, but I probably want an ultra low latency, and that's probably what's causing the 30-second delay on the stream. So that's probably it. Yeah, as 10CX just said, the delay is under the stream latency. Yeah, I see it there. But as said, I don't see... it's all grayed out right now since I am streaming, so I don't think there's any way to mess with it. Yeah, as Reverend said, yeah, they definitely clearly seem intended to all be designed as one long continuous episode. Which, I mean, the cinematic quality of this one, how it feels like a movie, and just how this ended, yeah, I can definitely see that. There's a 4-hour cut of this? Oh, and episode 3 combined. Okay, right. That would make more sense. Otherwise, like, there's twice as much content? Wow, okay. No, just all of it in. Ooh. Interesting. Does it actually flow well? Especially because you're looking at different formats from the animation to the live action. Do you feel it actually works well to jump in between those back and forth, or not? Just out of curiosity. So anyway, first episode, dang, definitely, I will say, some of the best of Clone Wars off the bat. And, oh, those moments, just knowing that that was the last interaction that Ahsoka and Anakin are going to have before Anakin turns to the dark side. Damn, that's painful. I mean, heck, it was our last interaction between Rex and Anakin, for that matter. Although, I mean, Rex being head of the 501st, so... won't be the last, I suppose, in that sense. Although, to be honest, I don't know what any of the clones are like after they go through Order 66. How much that affects their mentality or how they view things, I really don't know. I'm sure this will answer that in a bit, and I'm definitely curious about that. Okay, so, oh, and I still have that timer going, so let's reset that, because we're going to get ready for the next episode here. Okay. So let me go look just a little more through here, just in the recent stuff. Let's see. Swear when I saw Bo-Katan fight, it reminded me of those Street Fighter games where pro players make some... Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I mean, it couldn't last long because Almec... You just can't expect Almec to be that great at fighting. I don't know, maybe he has a history or he was heavily trained or something. But compared to Bo-Katan, who was part of Death Watch and clearly heavily trained, you knew that fight was going to go really fast. I'm sorry, Commander. Yeah. Rest in peace, Vaughn. Indeed. To boost your mic in OBS, you gotta go to the filters for the mic and add gain. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, let's see. If I go here, go to the filters and add gain, I can then increase. Okay. How about we go up to here? I've gone up 5 decibels. Not sure how quiet we are at the moment. Let's see. see if that makes us a little better. Now, looking at the audio in here, it still looks like we're pretty quiet, so I'm going to raise that up a little bit higher. So, forewarning. Try raising it about here. So how's this? This is looking definitely better on the audio. I think we're going to go a little bit higher. Okay, so this should be definitely a bit higher in audio for you all. I've bumped the gain up in that filter. So thank you for mentioning that over there. That was 10CX again. So thank you a lot. So that should put the audio a nice bit higher, so you won't have run into that problem. Should be able to hear me okay. Oh, Eduardo, you thought that was painful. Prepare yourself for even more pain. Oh God, I'm sure. I mean, Order 66 is clearly going to happen in the middle of this, and I don't know at what point here, but I mean, we're already up to the point of Ahsoka fighting Maul. So we're going to get to see some of that aftermath, and we're also going to, well, I mean, see the clones turn on Ahsoka clearly, too. Yeah. Well, and Ahsoka doesn't die, clearly, because she makes it into the future for potential Mandalorian appearances, so I do know that. So what that means happens to Rex, now that's a good question. I'm curious about that. I just don't see Rex dying like that. I don't know. I guess we'll see what we see. Okay, so let's see. Gonna take one last look at these comments and then get ready to move onward. I really wish it makes you wish we got Son of Dathomir or Crystal Crisis. Oh, Son of Dathomir, I wish we got. Oh man, Crystal Crisis. So I honestly don't know what Crystal Crisis is. I'm gonna have to look into that one because I'm not sure about that. Okay, everyone's saying the audio is much better, and so means we're gonna go ahead and get ready for some more heartbreak, I suppose. Okay, gonna drink a little more quick water here. Episode 10, Phantom Apprentice. Ooh, interesting title. Okay. Okay, everyone. Oh, here we go. Oh, you probably didn't hear this last time, but I commented on this green of the Lucasfilm Limited. I actually remember that back from the old VHS tapes of Star Wars. And love the red intro and the music just to put that. Yeah, ooh. Part 2, The Phantom Apprentice. Yeah, this is perfectly where we left off. You really could have just sewn this right together. Wow. Mutual friends. And I love Sam Witwer's performance as Maul. His cunning, the menace that's in him. He's got new legs here too, doesn't he? He's looked more normal. Yes, but Ahsoka, you're gonna find that out far too late. Nice assist from Rex. Oh, man. If communications aren't coming through down here in the tunnels, if Order 66 hits while they're in the tunnels, then Rex and the rest of the clones aren't going to hear it, are they? Maybe that's how we get around it. Oh, that's interesting. That could be what we do. Is that Obi-Wan? Yep. That would be Sidious, all right. Oh, God. The connection on this. Oh, yes, you're heading off to Utapau. Oh, how I wish you sent Anakin there instead. This is going to be interesting. Obi-Wan definitely has his suspicions. Spy indeed. Because they're idiots. Oh, because they had to too, though. Yes, but you send Anakin to do it, man. That right there. No kidding. Council's actions are a little indefensible anyway. Yeah, I don't think Ahsoka contacting him would do anything really anyway. I mean, if you had sent Anakin over here to Mandalore, now that could intriguingly change things. Oh, there's a what if for you. What if the Council had sent Anakin to Mandalore to back up Ahsoka? Sterling. Don't recognize that name. Oh, God. They got Jesse, huh? One of the people we knew best, of course. Gotta take one of them. More than it matters. You're bait. So you say Sterling never appeared before. Same with Vaughn. Oh, okay. I was really wondering if Vaughn was somebody I just didn't remember. Well, there comes in the assassination of Almec. Right in. I mean, Jesse doesn't have a chance against that. Lou's comment here. Usually the death of a powerful enemy is meant to be victorious in a way, but the way Obi-Wan says it, and that drum in the background, makes it more ominous. Yeah. Yes. As it should be. Because Obi-Wan even knows it is. Tried because, yeah. Really? Not about Sidious taking everything over? You have to know that things aren't going well for you. Anakin. Get an apprentice right there. Darth Vader music just slightly under it. Oh. We're gonna get our big Bo-Katan versus Saxon fight now. I mean, it's got to be a Bo-Katan versus Saxon fight for the end here. I can't imagine Ahsoka gets that one. Nice. Speaking of hand-to-hand fights. Well, for a moment anyway. Man, those shields are cool. That was nice. Sky guy. Yes. Yes. Rilo making the comment about the parallel of Anakin in front of the droid army like Luke in front of the First Order. Yeah. Yeah, I actually did have that thought pop through my head, and then everyone fire on him. Yeah. It was a good moment there. Yeah. Well, he knows how to speak to them. Die as warriors. Yeah. Yeah, the strongest of them in charge. Oh, you just see the conflict already between the people and the Republic coming in. Of course, this is the Republic is going to turn into the Empire too, so yeah. But just, this has a tragic note to it watching this happen. And it should. Huh. Yeah, sure they will. Not when it turns into the Empire. Oh, I can't kill Bo that easy. Just question him returning, Jesse. Don't trust that at all, do you? Yeah. Big fight coming. Oh, you've got to go. You've got to fight with Saxon coming up for sure. And also, yeah, Dark Lord of the Sith. Well, is a Sith anyway. Maybe Dark Lord's too high a title for Maul. I don't know. Yeah, you'd love to take Ahsoka in, wouldn't you? Get somebody. Tool of the Jedi, Tool of the Sith. We could go gray a direction here, right? Oh, I love the reverse of that. Ahsoka actually trying to get a ball to come. Yeah. Oh, yes. The Republic has gotten too corrupt already. He's quite right. But it's savable, probably, at this point. Oh, I love the interaction between Maul and Ahsoka there. Both of them are actually trying to do kind of the whole, hey, join me, help me with what I'm trying to do. It's like, and they're both heavily disillusioned. It makes them a perfect pair to talk to each other. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful break into the glass there. Man, you want to talk about things that are cinematic? can you believe? Can you see it? Oh, what his vision isn't flawed. Oh, the music building up here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Oh, but that was painful. Back to the problem the Jedi have always had. They're unwilling to see that it might not go the way they think, or that people are not as virtuous as they think they are. It's part of their mighty, mighty blind spot they had. Dang. She does a bit. Does have a bit of that arrogance. But Anakin might have kicked Maul's ass, to be sure. Definitely might have. Pretty interesting question. Because Maul might have been able to goad him enough that he would have gone off balance a little. That would be my question. Whew. Nice. It's nice to come back to the clones for just a little bit, to be watching the rest of the fight here too. I appreciate that. And getting to see the larger fight, even if from a distance. I should say the clones and the Mandalorians on both sides of that, really. Die well, Midori. Oh, so callous. Dang. Man, this fighting is good today. I cannot think of a time we've seen lightsaber dueling like this in the series. This is good. Well, he does have to escape. We certainly know he still exists from Solo and Crimson Dawn as the hidden force. I'm happy not to end the fight yet, though. Dang. But this goes right up there in top lightsaber duel fights from anything, movies, show, etc. Wow. I called it wrong on Saxon. I thought there would be a mighty end fight between Saxon and Bo-Katan. Huh. So, Ahsoka, how the heck do you get out of this one? Damn. When Maul actually asked to die. Oh, jeez. Just because Maul knows what's coming in a way that none of the rest of them have a clue. Yeah, I can understand wanting to die rather than live through what that's going to become. Heck, you know Sidious. This has got to be the end of part 2. Yeah. Another picturesque moment right there. I mean, there are multiple spots you can make a poster of through this 2-part, just the 2 episodes. But that end piece with Ahsoka as you pull out with her on the beams. Oh, beautiful. Wow. Sorry, I lost track of the chat for a bit there. I just got way too into this. Unsurprisingly. Let's see some of the stuff that I did not see here at the end. Okay. So we'll pop back into the chat and look at the chat just a teensy bit. Got a little bit to go back up. Okay. Oh, there's a cameo of Dryden Voss in the hologram meeting with the criminals' leaders. Oh, that's really neat. That's a nice touch. When I see it again, I will definitely pay attention to that and notice it. Nice touch. I always love catching these. Just me, or should the previous arc have been the Mandalorian saving Maul instead of introducing new characters and doing a smuggling run? Yeah. I mean, there's so many things they could have done with that last arc, and there are things I would have loved to have seen for Ahsoka being in an arc. And I'm so sad we didn't get them. But yeah, no, Mandalorian saving Maul, that definitely could have been an intriguing arc right there. It felt like there were hints towards some of that, but yeah. That was about it right there. Maul so sassy. Oh yeah. Oh god, I love it. Gotta love it. The emotions that Sam Witwer brings out, as well as the script for Maul and Ahsoka's conversation, makes it one of the best dialogues in the series. Yeah. We've seen a ton of Maul by this point, but dang, he's just, at this point, really gotten into the character in a way that he hadn't prior to this. And, I mean, I guess this has been years since the last time that we saw him play Maul at this point, because this is 2020, and if my memory serves, season 6 ended in 2012, 2013, somewhere in there. So a lot more maturity and growth probably as an actor at that point too, but he certainly brings it in there. Same is true for Ahsoka too. Definitely for both of them, really. Maul's right about the idea of justice. Yeah. Back to, in terms of how corrupt the Republic has become already at this point. Who is Maul's OG actor in Phantom Menace? Oh, what is his name? Oh, I know that name, but yeah. Anyway, good stuff. No, this was an impressive episode, and it's just firing on all cylinders, both here and the last one. Can't say as I'm anything but highly impressed with what's going on so far. How tiring it is for Ahsoka, yes. Oh, it's motion capped. Well, now that would make some sense. Okay, so that's actually part of why the fighting is as good as it is in this. Oh, Ray Park. Yes, Ray Park. Right, of course. I remember seeing so many special features for episode 1, getting to see behind the scenes on that and getting to watch the fighting. Yeah. And so they apparently, Ray Park actually is doing the fighting, not the voicing, I guess, in here. But he actually did the fighting for this. That's pretty cool. I mean, that makes sense why this fight is so much better than all the rest that we've seen. Let's see. Oh, someone, no, I like you going into it. It helps to make you focused. Oh, shoot. If only I knew exactly the moment that was talking about. Wow. Let's see. Oh, yes. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that Sam did the voice work for Solo. Right? I don't think I looked into it, but that doesn't surprise me. Definitely need to go back and watch Solo again after this, just for having a little more knowledge on Maul going into it this time, rather than, hey, look, it's Darth Maul, and he's alive. I mean, I knew it because I had caught those much as spoilers as far as what was going on in Clone Wars, but still, I didn't have any of this kind of background knowledge as to Maul being alive and what he had been up to and how he had survived or anything else. Oh, there's a behind the scenes for this fight. Oh. Yeah, well, I'll definitely have to go and watch that after this is over. He said don't watch it because there's spoilers. Well, yeah, I won't watch it right now, but you don't mean spoilers for a different series or something else, I assume. Oh, how much Ray Park has fallen in grace since these episodes aired. Oh, I mean, these only aired, what, just a half year ago? A little less than that? Well, I guess I'll have to look into that sometime, I suppose. Yikes. Well, anyway. Yeah, let's just jump right on in. It looks like I have caught up with you guys over here. And hey, it looks like there are 52 of you in here now. Wow. Thanks everybody for going ahead and watching who is currently watching this. Oh, let me say this. I know it's a thing that people always say, but hey, don't forget to click the like button because that definitely helps promote it on YouTube and maybe some more people will pop in before we're done, right? Spoilers for something else. Okay. I will not go ahead and watch that behind the scenes yet. So it's a spoiler for Rebels. Okay, it's going to be a little while before I get to watch that behind the scenes then. Right, because I guess Rebels would be, well, would have finished before we actually aired this. Interesting. Okay. So I am going to jump on in. Let us reset that timer. And let's get ready to watch the third episode of 4 of the finale. Oh man, if this is over, we've got to be coming up on Order 66 in this next one. Oh, I want to see it and I don't want to. Oh man. That's how I get on episode 3 too. I love episode 3. For what it is worth, for anyone watching, episode 3 is my favorite of the Star Wars movies. Has been since I first saw it. Oh, it is the most gut-wrenching movie out of the entire saga. And I love it to pieces. Not without flaws. But yeah, love it to pieces. Talk more about that some other time. But anyway, let us jump into this one. It's called Shattered. So here we go. Okay, it's the wrong movie, but hey. Okay. That's not the red this time. That's the orange. Because we were doing like more of a dark red before, I thought. But that looked a little more orangish than before. Huh. More like the face paint, Ahsoka's face kind of color, maybe? I don't know. Maybe just my imagination. Oh, this music is sad off the bat. Saxon being alive is interesting. The only reason to leave him alive and not have had that fight means he's coming back in here at some point, or maybe in Rebels or something later. Huh. God, this music is killing me here. We're not there yet, and yet the music just tells you what's in the air. Missing her sister in that sense. At the meeting of the council. Oh, I'm trying to place it in my head. It's like, oh, which one are we talking? It's like, we're getting close. Yeah, shoot. That is where we're at. Oh man, we're going there fast. God, I've just got like shivers back of my neck right now. Ahsoka's not coming back to the Jedi. Not like that. Too deep a betrayal there. No, Anakin's about to go find out for sure that he is Darth Sidious. And then that comes back, and well, we know where that goes. Oh, Maul, you are... Just want to punch Maul some... Sorry, Maul. Why am I calling Mace Windu Maul? Well, you know what I'm saying. I said Maul, I swear I did. Dang, you just want to punch Mace sometimes. It's like... if you could be a little more empathetic with people and reach out. It's like Ahsoka, of all people, probably your only chance you've got aside from Obi-Wan at this point. I mean, I fully understand Ahsoka not going ahead and saying it. You don't know that it's this close to over. And it would be a betrayal of Anakin to say that and then have it not come to be the case. I mean, if you think you're going back to Coruscant, you don't think there's that much time. It should work. Just one more mistake down the road, but an understandable mistake. Who the heck is she? Next to Bo-Katan, dark hair. Don't recognize her. Beautiful music. Sure it is. Oh, I love how Mo said that. It's the last one. Yeah, wink. There's just too much in that goodbye. Ursa Wren, okay. I've heard that name somewhere before. Huh. It shows up in something else. Rebels, I'm assuming then. Okay, that's probably why I've heard the name. Oh man, if you're Maul watching this, knowing what's coming, and knowing you're just captured at this time and heading back, well, to Darth Sidious of all people, oh, that's got to be torture right there. Dang. Oh, thanks, Jorah. Okay, so her name was just said earlier. Gotcha. Yeah, I might just be thinking of it from there too. Maybe I heard it from something else. Maul somehow gets out and away from all this, clearly. Interesting. Just a view like this just really makes you think of just how close we are to the Empire, just with the uniforms, the look of it. And, well, we are all but there at this point. All but there. Yeah. Would never have existed. Exactly. Aw. That's a nice line from Ahsoka. And we're saying this just prior to Order 66 coming in. Oh, this is coming in just a little bit. Meanwhile, Ahsoka's on a ship full of clones. Ooh. Oh man, we're saying this is happening right now, aren't we? Oh man, yes. Oh. Well, having sensed that, you know it's real now, don't you? Yeah. destroyed him. That connection to fives. Oh, I love that. Just that moment. Oh, man, the lightsabers. And using the same Order 66 music here. That was, that got to me right there. I love how the connection to fives actually got through to Rex for a moment. Man, to be on a ship full of clones. Yeah. If I'm Ahsoka, I'm heading to Darth Maul, no? Yeah, as I said, if I'm Ahsoka, I'm heading there. Only bit of help I'm gonna get. And Ahsoka's just busy disarming everyone, not killing any of them. As I would expect. Good soldiers follow orders. Yeah. Oh God, Maul's professional admiration, shall we say, for Order 66. It is brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant, all right. Oh, I love Ahsoka. You're just a diversion, that's it. Love it. Jeez. Oh, that look from Maul at the end. He so thought she was there with him. Wow. Mm. Yeah, even if he got off an escape pod, you're gonna get shot down anyway right now. It's not a way out. You need a ship. Are those... Those aren't those droids, are they? This is so dorky. Yes. The chip in the head. Carito said something about if a Jedi used a mind trick on the clones not to kill them, would it work or not because of the chip? I'd say not. Jedi mind tricks don't work on people who are strong-willed, and I've got to imagine the chip in the head probably overtakes that in the first place. Because that's hardwired right in. Same reason it doesn't work on someone strong-willed. Oh, wow, you have that in the log. Just to make it even more black and white for Ahsoka as to what the cause is. Although, to be honest, at this point, yeah, probably had a pretty good guess. Inhibitor chip, that might be it. Yeah. But she wasn't around for the whole Fives thing, because that was the beginning of Season 6, so that happened afterward for her. Yeah. Maul's not quite going to be as nice in terms of not killing people. Oh, man. Oh, when it gets to hear it. Yeah, nice touch. Oh, that was a nice scene, though, too. Isolating Rex. Yes, yes. You're going to perform surgery on Rex, though. I mean, that's got to be what you got to do to get the chip out. Nice trap. Oh, someone's saying R7's the same, the others aren't. R7's the pink one there, right? Yeah. Or the green one? Oh, anyway. Okay, so clearly we're going to get Rex back on our side, so that's interesting in its own right. I mean, where do you go with Rex after all this in the end? Nice bit of pressure building, time ticking. I'm one with the force is with me. Bit of a real Rogue One piece right here, huh? Why the Rogue One reference, though? I mean, it's a phrase I'd expect to see more, but we never did. Nice. Oh, the music's fun too here. Sheep is voiced by Dave Filoni. Oh, that's cool. Hard to ever recognize a droid's beeping, though, as to who's voicing it. Oh, I love how you're building that up with Rex reaching for his own blaster there. Oh. Yeah. Given everything that happened, I don't know if you can truly be okay. Yeah. Yeah, of course we end right there. On that kind of note. Oh. One to go, huh? Why do I feel that's going to be more gut-wrenching? We've got to bring her in to see Anakin in this, or to see Obi-Wan, Yoda. There's got to be some connections made in this point. Wow. Okay, let me go look into the chat over here. See if there's anything I missed. I was keeping up halfway decently. Let's see. I do appreciate you guys keeping the spoilers out on that. Definitely appreciate that. Yes, and I've done my best I can to keep away from any spoilers on the other shows, or Clone Wars even for that matter. I'm mostly kept free. With the exception of a few major things, like heck, Darth Maul being in here, or things like that. Anakin's code 8108 is the date of the Clone Wars movie in the theaters. That's cool. Nice touch. I believe you meant the D-Squad ones. Yeah, that was what I was referencing on the droids. Because the pink one, at any rate, had to have been the same one, right? Cheap also sounds and looks familiar, as if he has a more orangey, less helpful cousin. Yeah, what an episode indeed. Oh, that moment back there, the Order 66 moment, that was painful. And then also at the same time, just having that moment with Fives and that getting through to Rex, oh, that was a beautiful, beautiful touch right there. Yeah, kid, but he's for sure a few years younger, right? Because of how quick the clones have to age up. True, in a matter of speaking. But considering their life experience they have and how that works, I've got to imagine they feel as if they're more like the age they actually get presented as. I gotta wonder that, just as to how the memories work inside clones. Ah, so Orangey less helpful cousin. Somebody I don't know, probably. If I'm making a guess. Let's see. Da, 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 da. I'll just say, for anybody who's wondering, I have never seen any of Rebels. I've not seen any of Resistance. So those two shows, haven't seen anything of them yet. And I know very little about them. I've seen the name of the ship in Rebels, and I know probably a couple people that come out of it, or at least just the names, just because I've heard them in reference to Mandalorian Season 2, people being potentially brought over there. That's really about the extent of what I really know about Rebels. And even then, even about the names. Unless I saw them, I probably wouldn't be able to say them. So... Okay. Did I notice Rex cried before shooting? No, I didn't actually notice a tear in there, but I certainly noticed the emotion sitting in his face on that one. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do this, shall we? As much as we may not want to go jump into this last one, both because it's the end of the series, and, well, probably because of what's going to happen in this. Again, Ahsoka has to see Anakin. They have to face each other. Just to get that emotional closure and that impact, I think that has to happen here. I don't know how it happens without a big fight or other things. I don't know. I don't know where you'd time it to. Before Mustafar or after Mustafar? Because if it's after Mustafar, then it's already full Vader in the suit and everything. If it's before... your whole timing on that's tricky if it's before. Yeah, I just don't think there's time. So it's going to have to be after. Well, anyway. Okay, so let's see. After Rebels, come back, see this again, get some more references. I imagine since Rebels actually was done before this, it makes sense. And Resistance not worth watching. Yeah. Well, yeah. I said I wouldn't get to it for a while yet anyway. I'll probably watch it just to go ahead and see it as well. Just to make sure, I have all of those pieces under my belt, shall we say. But that's going to be months away anyway. Okay, so let us go ahead and jump into the end. Resistance doesn't have Filoni in it, other than name, really. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so episode 12. Victory and Death. Here we go. End of Clone Wars. I mean, I guess technically speaking, the Clone Wars are over already. Technically speaking. Well, I guess it doesn't until Anakin kills the rest of them on Mustafar. Yeah. Effectively, it's over already, though. God, this music. Oh, you're bringing in the episode 3 music on me. Unless you got backup now, huh? Man, it's a lot of clones to be fighting off. At least you're ready for it. I swear R7 is playing our R2 role here. Yep. Shuttle or a fighter. It's one word for. Yeah. God. At the same time, all the people that'll die off it, who are, well, your friends. And also just the havoc that Maul will potentially wreak in the long run by having let him loose. Oh, I'm sorry, this is fun. Dang. Maul without a weapon on him. Yeah, that ship's gonna... it's gonna be a fun explosion, huh? Or is he just taking them out of hyperspace? Because you could blow up the ship with that, probably, too. Yeah. Man, if you want to question how impressive Maul is, right here. Dang. Love the explosions on the ship. Nice shot. Oh, that's a good line. If they weren't trying to kill us, I'd be proud. Yeah. But at the same time, you can't be overly pissed at people who are being controlled. Yeah, what can you do? I so would have changed frequencies before now, right? Oh, Small's just listening in. They don't cycle their frequencies. Or whatever channel they're using, etc. And you've already gotten rid of all the escape pods. Yeah, the comment. The damage Star Destroyer coming out of hyperspace. What a shot. Exactly. That was a nice shot, too, though. No worries, GBJ. Welcome to the stream. Maul in the background of the lightning. You mean when he was pulling down the hyperspace engines there? That piece? No, they don't. Oh, the sadness in Ahsoka's eyes right there. Oh, tear on Rex's face, yeah. Alright, so good idea time. Time to get rid of the droids too, right? That was a nice scene between Rex and Ahsoka. Yeah. Dangerous plan since they actually are on orders to kill the Jedi that way. And she's not a Jedi. She left. It's a good argument. Yeah, you knew that's where that was gonna go. Worth a shot, though. Rex getting some good lines today. I've got to ask, it goes back to that question. Ahsoka really and legitimately is not a Jedi at this point in time. She was expelled from the Jedi Order. So, interesting how that order plays into their heads then, huh? Yeah, yes, but I want the chaos to work for me. Didn't want to exactly have to fight you. Oh, jeez. Yes, as you're trying to pull her back up. like I see why Jesse's still around. It gives us somebody we really know who's on the other side at this point. It was a nice move. That was a good call. Oh, nice. Just grabbing that whole shuttle right there. True, true. Maul isn't jetted, but he's targeted by 66 as well. It really seems to be more anyone who is, should we say, a Force user? Or maybe just Force sensitive. I don't know. And off goes Darth Maul. Knew he had to escape. Nice. We've seen that move before. It was Anakin way back. What was officially the season 1 finale, I think. Although I watched it in season 2 or 3. The hostage one, the Senate hostage crisis one. And we've seen it in the movies too, but once. Yeah, one time. Yeah. Yeah, the droids were going. I called that, knew that was going. Honestly, can't tell you there's a lot of emotional connection or loss on the droids going. Is that dirt on her arms there? Ow. Dang. So you're just having to constantly keep fighting off this many clones. So does that mean Jesse dies here? Or is he going to make it out of this somehow? Nice use of the lightsabers there. As we've seen people dig in. Yeah. Having to fly through that. Now there's what we put in the next game, right? And we're going to push this one all the way down till we're close to the planet, right? Or maybe not. of this. And the clones that died there, including chassis. At least I assume. Yo. Yeah, the shot of the Venerator crashing down and dying along with the Republic. Y-Wing is... la 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 la. We can't talk right now, but hey. Yeah, no, that's a good observation, Eduardo. Yeah. Music is flawless. Oh, no kidding. So spot on. All the clones that you both knew so well right there. Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful shot right there. Painful, beautiful shot. Jesse's helmet. Yeah. Lightsabers that you were given back by Anakin not that long ago. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful scene. Full lambda shuttle right there. We have gone forward in time a little, haven't we? We're not actually, say, on Hoth or something, are we? No, it's just that. Huh. Oh, this is interesting. What an interesting way of connecting this. Speaking of picturesque. Oh, finding Ahsoka's lightsaber. Hits you right here. Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. no bloody question which one goes with here. Best arc? Yeah. Yeah. Dang. Intriguing, beautiful way to end it, too. Wow. Wow. Okay. That's it. What a ride. What a ride. Oy. It's such an ominous ending, yet so perfect at the same time. Yeah. Oh, it was beautiful right there. Wow. Well, thank you, everybody who's been here so long. I said I'll look through the comments here, respond to some of these. Also talk a little about this arc here before I cut off here at the end. Let's see. Wow. Dang. Okay. I think I missed a lot of comments in this one. Just I was way too far into this arc to go ahead and catch most of them for you there. Okay, so well, first off, some thoughts. Wow, what an ending! I thought we'd actually have Ahsoka and Anakin / Darth go ahead and actually meet again in there. It didn't actually quite end up happening, but we got a really nice connection between the two of them with the way that closed off, which was a really beautiful way of doing that. So I guess I'm not complaining when it comes to it there. Also, now the flow of this, the way it was written, the way it was shot, the music, the lightsaber duels, the fights as a whole, the space battles. Wow. Man, the show has had its moments where it really, really is running high. None of them like this. Wow. Just going to catch some of your comments here. Try to make responses to a few of them. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm not the one that's going to kill them. Yeah, exactly. I love Ahsoka's steadfastness in that. She's part of who she is. I mean, why she didn't return to the Jedi, too, ultimately. Oh, DVG, seen the comments regarding the final episode making me sad because I'm still in episode 10. Oh. Yeah. Well, as I said, you'll get to at least hear all the commentary and get to catch up with the comments kind of after the fact. So at least there's that. More of a Jedi than the Jedi. Yeah. Yeah, in many ways she is. She wasn't as corrupted as a lot of the Jedi were from the war. I think that's a good part of it right there. How Order 66 works doesn't have a clear, specific answer at the moment, but it's very likely Order 66 was meant to target known Force users, and the part of killing Jedi was just in name. Yeah, that's kind of my interpretation there, since we have Maul and Ahsoka on that list as well. It would also take out any potential threats, so that would make sense. Oh, I see somebody coming. Flawless music. Oh, yeah, no kidding. Jesse's helmet is more like the Republic dying because it was a symbol on his broken helmet. Yeah. Yeah. That was a beautiful choice to use Jesse like that. Beautiful, gut-wrenching choice to use Jesse like that. Yeah. Probably years after Revenge of the Sith. Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Clearly. Love the design of the Lambda class shuttle. First ship I think of when thinking about the Empire ships. Yeah, it's definitely one of the iconic ships. I'm probably gonna go Star Destroyer myself, but yeah, I remember first seeing the shuttles that become the Lambda shuttles in here too, and I thought it was really cool. You know, seeing the precursors of them. That was cool when we first saw those much earlier on. Seen that owl before. Interesting. Let's see, Poetic and Rhymes. Owl at the end is a reference to the daughter from the Mortis arc looking out for Ahsoka. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Last shot at everything. Ahsoka's face on the clone helmet while we see Vader's reflection. Damn, indeed. Oh, no. There are so many moments, so many more in this arc than probably numerous other arcs combined, that you could just take a freeze frame screenshot of that moment, blow it up into a giant poster. Beautiful, beautiful moments. I mean, in some ways it feels like when you were probably storyboarding this out, those were some of those iconic scenes that you probably had great concept art for each of those moments. I've got to imagine that was probably the case. Let's see. Oh. Reverend Trickster is talking there. It's almost kind of funny when you rewatch Revenge of the Sith after this, and it's like Anakin is so wrapped up in the drama with Padme that he almost forgets about what Ahsoka's up to. Yeah, that works as a justification. I can definitely buy that, considering everything going through for Anakin at that moment. It's a head trip for Anakin right there in Episode 3. Several days between Dooku fight and Order 66. Yeah, I mean, we never get a clear time frame, but it's clearly at least a few days. Maybe there's a clear time frame in the novelization or something of that nature. TIE Fighter for sure. Yeah, that's definitely one of those iconic ships of the Empire right there. No question at all. Super iconic. If you don't count cheap, there were only 3 voice actors for the whole episode. Really? Wow. Yeah, I suppose so. Wow. That screws with your head a little bit to think about that, but yeah, you're right. Wow. Yeah. Seen people say that Ahsoka's return is now the reason for Anakin being cocky and energetic when Revenge of the Sith begins. That's a nice way to tie that in. Just go ahead and use that to give another reason. I like that. I mean, he would be heavily glad that Ahsoka's back, certainly, but also to be back on Coruscant to see Padme, of course, was reason enough, but I like that as an extra piece in there. Yes, Dremsim. Definitely my favorite arc. You kept your promise, to be sure. Wow, it easily, amongst the words to describe it, it is a beautiful, beautiful arc. Let's see. Remember someone pointing this out? Remember the sun that appeared in Anakin's dream during the Mortis arc? Yeah, the quote saying, "You'll destroy the Sith and the Jedi." Yeah, no, that's part of what was painful in that Mortis arc right there. My favorite piece of the Mortis arc was that section of Anakin seeing and being confronted with all those visions and just how it affected him. Let's see. Sounds a lot like Maul's voice. You can chart passage of time in Revenge of the Sith, I'm assuming. Fairly clearly. Lucas was careful to show sunsets and sunrises. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Of course, they're voiced by Sam Witwer, but it's an interesting thing to point out as a coincidence. Yeah, one heavy ending for a kids show. Heavy quotes around that. Heavy quotes around any time anybody makes that kind of a comment about Star Wars. Let's be honest here. Thank goodness it didn't remain as much as a kids show as it was way back in the Clone Wars movie or seasons 1 or even into season 2. The show matured a lot as it went on. I mean, if it were just that level of a show, I can't imagine it would have gained the giant cult following that it currently has. And wow. So I still see 35 of you still with me as we're talking here. So I've caught up on the end of the comments. I could try to shuffle back through old comments, but that would probably be a little crazy. I'd be spending way too much time looking for the ones that I missed and what I did see. But hey, they'll still be around. As I said, this stream will go ahead and be up available for everybody afterwards. So I'm thinking next week, a week from now, Sunday, that I will do a retrospective on Clone Wars as a whole. I think I'll do it as a live stream again, make it noon. So I'll have some things I'm going to talk about. And yeah, talk about the series as a whole as I think about it a little more between now and then. Talk about some of what I thought as I have the whole thing as a whole. Also, you guys can go ahead and ask me questions, put things over in chat. I'll make sure the stream latency is set to ultra low latency next time, so that way hopefully we don't have a 30-second delay sitting between your comments and me going ahead and responding to them. So that'll help a lot too. You're right. It matured because it grew up with the audience. To some degree, I'll agree with that. To some degree, not, because it matured far faster than any audience would have matured there. Just because looking at even, say, Season 3 versus Season 1. But yes, any good show will help mature to some degree with this audience. I recommend watching again the episodes to not miss the little details while watching chat. Oh yeah, I'm sure this will hardly be my last time seeing it. And heck, I had a hard time keeping up with chat sometimes anyway, just because I got too sucked into the show to even be able to try to look at the same time. That's true about some of how I did the watching of these episodes earlier as I was making my comments, because I had my phone and had a Google Doc open and I'd make my notes. But during certain arcs and episodes, a lot of those notes got made after the fact, shall we say, just because they were way too engrossing to even be able to make the notes during the course of it. Or sometimes I just write a time index on it and be like, okay, I've got to come back to something that was around this time frame that I really want to talk about. Just to think, in Season 3, they cut out Ventress killing and kissing a clone, to now in Season 7, where they have Maul cutting heads off and arms off with doors. True. Although, if we're talking American society, especially America, it's not as true in Europe. But we're way more okay with violence than we are, say, kissing, or anything in the romantic department. So that's not as surprising given that. From what I know, Europe is not as much that way. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, by this point, the Europeans might be going to bed anyway, so I don't know how many of you I have left with me at the moment. Recommend also watching it together with Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, the trick will be how to go pop it together. I'm sure I can probably find something online as to where the different cut points are. I'm sure I can figure it out too. But a lot of work to cut them together otherwise. Will I live stream Rebels? I wasn't planning on live streaming Rebels. I'm planning on doing videos on Rebels the same way I've done through Clone Wars as I've come through. But I wasn't planning on going ahead and live streaming, say, each of them as I went. I might do the same kind of thing, say, live stream the finale of it. Something of that nature, maybe. Unless you guys are like, hey, I guess I could always say, hey, if you guys really, really, really love the live streams, I could think about it. So, put that up. Yeah, Dramsim. Yes, we Europeans are chill about sex and violence. Yeah. Let's see, Dramsim. There's a couple of Rebel episodes where a stream would be worth it. I guess we'll tell you when we get there. Cool. Yeah, definitely let me know. I said, I could be willing to go ahead and stream some special Rebels arcs or episodes or however that goes through right there. And do I have a Twitter? Yes. Freeform Disney. If you look up at the top banner, there should be a connection there to it. Also, the description below will have a link to the Twitter if you scroll down to it. Or you can just go over to Freeform Disney over on Twitter. Any which way on that, that'll get you there. I haven't done a super amount of tweeting over there just because, I mean, I don't have that much of an audience, to be frank, at this moment. Most of you are all over here on YouTube. But I do go ahead and at the very least put out notes on each of the episodes, videos, I should say, that I put out. But hey, I get more people there, I'll try to talk more too. Let's see. People already did a mix of both. I assume that's talking about episode 3 in Clone Wars, I'm sure. I wonder what this certain finale in question could be. Talking about finale of Rebels, when I say, you know, I might be willing to do a live stream of the finale of Rebels? Yeah, I assume that's what you're talking about. As I said, certainly there. Let's see. Another of my Europeans over here, Carito. Nope, still here. And fine with pretty much everything. Let's see, different cultures draw a line in different places. For example, my local cartoons are not afraid sometimes to show even private parts, not a sexual way though, and still be targeted for kids. Yeah. I think the ones that need live streams are the finales especially. Yeah, that's kind of my feeling as well. Although, dang, if I knew when I was going through it, although I don't think I was quite ready for a live stream, a lot of work and research into how to go do a live stream and get ready for that. But man, no, if we were back, say, with the Fives arc or the Ahsoka arc at the end of season 5 or the Umbara arc, I can see those all as having been potentially live stream worthy just because of how big and good those arcs were. Let's see, Rebels is a lot more episodic than Clone Wars is. Though there's some serialization, you don't quite get the same dedicated arc, just a few two-parters here and there. That's too bad. I mean, part of where Clone Wars really got good was when it started digging into those arcs, because it had time to tell a big story in here. If it never had gone into these big arcs, I would have been a little sad, frankly. But anyway, let's talk more about that, say, next week when talking about Clone Wars as a whole. So, live stream for the Rebels Season 2 finale, Season 3 finale too. An episode I know you'll think is worth live streaming is Twin Suns. If you know, you know. Well, I don't know, but sounds good. Which one is Twin Suns? Is Twin Suns like the Season 2 or 3 finale? But at any rate, I'm sure you all will let me know where those spots are, and I will definitely look at doing that. Season 3 is something very nice you might also want to stream. Cool. Well, just, give me episode numbers or things like that, and I can potentially go ahead and stream when it comes to those points. Okay. So I will go ahead and probably put out a normal video where I have all the images and everything else, probably Wednesday-ish for this. This stream will still be up. Sunday at noon, a week from now, I will go ahead and do a retrospective on everything. give you my opinion, say my favorite episodes of the whole thing, my least favorite, although you probably have an idea of that at this point anyway. You can all probably name my least favorite episode if you've been watching my videos through at this point. And, well, having seen this, you can probably have a pretty good guess where my favorite arc is, too. Okay. So, unless anybody's got anything more to toss into the live stream chat over there, we'll probably go ahead and wind this on up. Now, I'll have to wait 30 seconds because of that delay we've got, so I'm going to give you a pause here and just see what anybody might pop up here in the end. Love Clone Wars because mainly the world building it provides. Oh, yes. The world building is great. Also part of why I haven't read any new canon Star Wars in terms of books or comics or anything else. But the old EU, which is all Legends now, I had read a lot of the old EU up to a certain point in time. Pretty much up through New Jedi Order. Through that giant saga of books. And that was part of what I loved about that too. As it just expanded the world so much, just like, yeah, Clone Wars certainly does here too in a different time period. Well, thanks everybody. Definitely, I'm glad you're looking forward to something with droids. No. Good night over there, Darth Kiar over in Berlin. And good night, Sportan over in France. And glad to see you too, Tigravika, and everybody who's been tossing in comments. And good night over in Scotland, Carito. I say definitely thank you everybody for popping on in. It's been great interacting with you. Next week will be a lot more interactive too, because, well, we'll get rid of that latency and, well, I'm not watching something at the same time, so that'll help. Ahsoka novel is good. Should read between Clone Wars and the rest. Oh, interesting. Wonder which novel this is. Okay, I'll have to look because I don't even know what novel that is. Thrawn trilogy was the best. Oh. The trilogy that you always wished got turned into movies, way back before the three got as old as they did, shall we say. But yeah, definitely. Hi, good night, Julius in Finland. Good night, Lou from America. Although I don't think anywhere in America it's quite night yet. I mean, even if you're, say, up, evening maybe. Actually contains a bit of these episodes in the book. Oh, cool. Cheers from Czechia? Tigrovika. And I may be mispronouncing all of your handles in all kinds of ways. My apologies. You've watched enough of my videos, you know I'm great at mispronouncing things anyway. So, no offense meant if I ever mispronounce something. I should read Dark Disciple. Yes, I've heard a lot about that, and I was so sad that Ventress never popped in again. I just figured for sure she would, so definitely. Good afternoon to you as well, Fabian. So from the West Coast over here, I say good afternoon to you, or good night if you're over in Europe, or good morning if you're over in Australia, I suppose. Or over in Asia as well. I haven't seen anybody yet comment that they're an Asian viewer. I do know we have at least one Australian though. At any rate, good night, good morning, good evening, and I suppose as I always go ahead and leave off, have a magical day, and may the Force be with you always.